Hey, good afternoon, Thunder fans, and welcome back to Corpus Christi, a very windy Corpus Christi on this Friday afternoon. We are at the Legacy Sports Complex for play in the 2024 Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship, and you are watching your NB Thunder in the field. They will be the home team in today's game against the DasCHE Spartans from the DFW area. There you see on the hill, Israel Fuentes warming up. He'll be the starting pitcher for the Thunder today. Thunder on day two in this state tournament, looking to clinch a first-round bye in Saturday's bracket play. They were 18-2 winners yesterday over the Victoria Cobras. Spartans dropped their game yesterday against the Austin Texans JV, and so that has some optimism coming out of Zach Taylor's dugout that the Thunder may be able to pull off another win here today and claim one of those top three seeds for a first-round bye on Saturday's play. Thunder won the toss. They will be the home team in today's game. Your defensive lineup for the Thunder in left field is Dustin Hensey. In center, Kyler Roston. In center is Declan Campbell. And in right, Kyler Roston. We are just about to start. Home plate umpire's got some instructions for the on-deck batter. This is Landon Summers, the pitcher for the Spartans, ready to start things off here in this round two game. There's our first pitch, and it's swung on. 5:11 p.m. start. Popped up into shallow left field. Pace Taylor, the shortstop, backs up underneath it and collects it. That's the first pitch out. One pitch and one gone here in the top of the first. Damian Jimenez now steps in for the Spartans. Here's the first pitch to Jimenez. It's right over the plate, and he swings on it as well. Also hit to the shortstop. Taylor is under it, throws across the diamond, not in time. Dawson Posey with a little look at the field ump. He didn't like the call, thought they got him, but they're going to call Jimenez safe over at first, and that will be the first base hit of the ball game. So just two pitches, and we've got lots of action already here. One out and one on for Charlie Lube, the shortstop. Lube, a left-handed batter, first lefty we've seen. Squares to bunt, pitches outside, and runner goes after the wild pitch, not on the bunt, but he is safe. 1-0 now the count. We've got some horn honking in the parking lot out past the outfield. Clearly some Spartan fans liking what they see here in the top of the first. Maybe just somebody's alarm going off. Who knows? Now Fuentes, the lefty, comes out of the stretch. Again outside, and it's 2-0 to Lube. That pitch works its way back inside, but misses on the inside corner. Ball three. Lube, a tall player. Looks like he stands maybe about 6 feet, maybe a touch over that. Close to the plate, playing very tight. Pitches inside, breaks over the plate. Lube turns on it and drives it into the alley in right center. Backtracking it is Declan Campbell, and he is underneath it for the second out. Campbell moving to the outfield today after pitching an absolute gem yesterday in the 18-2 victory over Victoria Cobras. This brings up Cameron Mellerny, the third baseman. Pitch is down in front of the plate, bounces away from Zegers, but the runner holds. Melanie now moves back over to the right side of the plate. Not quite as crowded to the plate as his predecessor. Left-handed delivery from Fuentes on the outside corner, called strike. So Fuentes got the first 2 batters of the inning on 2 pitches. He's had to work a little bit since then. However, 2 down, 1 on. And then is the runner at second. Melanie is the batter. Swings on, foul down the first base side. Fuentes now ahead in the count 1-2. Another beautiful day here in Corpus. High to mid 80s is the temperature. Now remember, it's another 10 degrees hotter on that turf. But the difference today is a strong 10 to 15 mile an hour breeze blowing in. We did see a home run yesterday from Pace Taylor, but he's going to have to hit it twice as hard to get the same result today with that wind blowing in. That pitch up and away gets away from Fuentes. Runner's on the move. He's going to stand up safely into third as the count goes 2-2. So big spot here for the freshman Fuentes. 2-2 count, 2 down, runner at third. Fuentes still working out of the stretch. Comes set, kicks and delivers, and it is over the plate, fouled down the third base line. Melanie will stay alive. Take a while to set up for this pitch, and finally the next 2-2 offering from Fuentes is in low in front of the plate, pops up, and the runner is coming. Seegers can't corral it in time. The run will slide across, and the Spartans have the early lead. 1-0 our score. Full count to the batter, Melanie. Fuentes collects himself on the hill. Melanie resets his batting gloves. Everybody's now set. Fuentes with the pitch over the plate, driven to center. Campbell roams a little bit, charges in, and then has to pull off to his right as it's going to drop in for a base hit. That's that heavy wind blowing in action for you. That ball was held up and just kind of got pushed back in. Campbell couldn't get to it in time. So 2 down and a runner on, and this will bring up the second baseman, Jack Traynor. First pitch to Traynor is low and away, ball 1. Seegers wants to hold the runner close. Ball bounces in front of Posey, and it's going to go into the outfield. Thunder throwing around the diamond a little bit, but not in time. Melanie goes to second on the errant throw. So 2 down. Spartans can tack some more on here. They've got one already here at the top of the first. Beautiful pitch from Fuentes. Breaks inside out. Traynor has to take a cut, but comes up empty. 1-1 is the count. 2 down. Melanie is the runner at second, and he's on the move already. Long before the pitch left Fuentes' hand. Throw to third is not in time. Pitch was a ball, and Melanie stole that base off of the pitcher Fuentes. He was halfway to third before the ball had even left his hand. So another run just 90 feet away for the Spartans. 2 down, 2-1, and Fuentes really wants to try to end things here against the second baseman, Jack Traynor. Another beautiful pitch, misses low and away. Had some sideways spin on it, blocked by Seegers. Oh, he called it a strike. Missed the fist pump there. We'll readjust the count. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Something's going to give here. Fuentes set and throws a beauty right over the plate. Smack to the second baseman. That's Paxton Lerma with the easy flip to first. And the Spartans are done in the first, but push one across. After 1/2 inning of play on the Kid Roofing scoreboard, it's -1 and Thunder coming to bat. Thunder fans, Kid Roofing's success goes far beyond its hardworking staff and extensive accomplishments. We appreciate and cherish the extended family of employees, customers, and communities that have developed an engaging workforce where commitment is at the core of our values since 1982. We want to thank Kid Roofing for their continued support of Thunder baseball this season. We go to the bottom of the first. Thunder will be coming up to bat. Thunder lineup will be Paxton Lerma, Isaac Zegers, Pace Taylor, Rosie, Emmanuel Fuentes, Israel Fuentes, Dustin Hensey, Kyler Roston, and Declan Campbell. 1 through 9. Paxton Lerma to lead it off against the Spartans battery of Mason McCoy, the catcher, and the pitcher, Landon Summers. A lot of noise already before the first pitch coming out of the Thunder dugout. Lerma takes the pitch off of the upper arm, his lead arm. He's a left-handed batter, so that right arm kind of got him up in the bicep area. And so with one pitch, the Thunder have a runner aboard. I'll bring up the catcher, Zegers. Zegers had a fantastic day yesterday. He was 1 for 2 on the day, but scored 4 runs and drove in 3, mostly walks and a couple of stolen bases. That pitch is way outside, and on the wild pitch, Lerma easily into second. Low and away, 2-1 now the count. Isaac Zegers is the batter. Paxton Lerma over at second. Represents the tying run in scoring position. Now here's the pitch. Right over the plate. Slice to the right side of the infield is Zegers. He's the foot race to the bag at first. And Zegers wins the foot race. The ball was hit to the first baseman. The pitcher was late to get over and cover. Zegers realized the situation. It turned into a straight foot race, and Zegers beat him by a step. In the meantime, Lerma advances to third, and now runners at the corners for the Thunder with the best hitter in the lineup coming to the plate, Pace Taylor. Taylor had a career game yesterday. He was 3 for 3, drove in 5 runs, scored 4 times, and hit the first home run in school history, along with a pair of triples. It was quite a day for Pace Taylor. Don't know if he's going to get that same production here today with the strong wind blowing in, but I'm sure he'll settle for an RBI single here in this situation. Nobody out. Runners at first and third for Taylor. Summers is the pitcher for the Spartans. Right-handed pitcher. Long flowing hair flapping in the wind. Kicks and delivers right over the plate. Beautiful pitch. Was a strike. Taylor decided to take it as Zegers heads to second uncontested. Second pitch in there for a called strike, and suddenly Taylor's got some work to do. Horns continue to sound from the parking lot beyond the right field fence. Taylor focuses to maintain concentration tight to the plate. The right-handed batter waits the pitch. Looks and delivers. Pitches down low. Bounces high off the plate, off of the backstop, and right into the glove of Mason. No opportunity for the runners to go anywhere. 1-2 now to Taylor. First base is open. Summers takes his time before coming set. Now throws it outside. Taylor lets it go, and the count is even 2-2. Back in the box now. 2-2 pitches over the plate, and Taylor takes a big cut, comes up empty, and he will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. That brings up the first baseman, Dawson Posey. And Posey turns on the first pitch, but fouls it back out of play. Posey looking for his first hit here in Corpus Christi. Was 0 for 2 yesterday, a pair of strikeouts, a pair of walks. Still managed to get across the plate 2 times as he lays off a low and away pitch there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on here for the Thunder. They trail 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Tying run at third. Go ahead in scoring position at second for the freshman Dawson Posey. Posey lays off another pitch to the outside. McCoy tracks it down quickly before the runners can advance. 2-1 now the count. Posey exchanging some pleasantries with our home plate umpire here. Nothing but respect for the job that they've been doing here. Again, low and away. He's got kind of a little bit of a sidearm, maybe 3/4 arm delivery, Summers does, as he comes with the right hand, and that ball tends to come from left to right across your screen, breaks away from Posey, but hasn't been anywhere close to the plate, and he wisely lays off. This will be a 3-1 pitch. We'll see if Dawson can get what he wants here. Pitches over the plate, and he drives it into the gap to right center. Fielder is on his horse, not going to get there. Extra bases for Posey as Lerma scores. Zegers rounds third. Posey stands up in the second, and they will not contest Zegers coming home. With 1 swing of the bat, the Thunder have taken the lead 2-1. So Posey, after coming up empty yesterday, presently sits in the hero's chair today as the Thunder have captured the lead. Emmanuel Fuentes now steps to the plate, tries to keep the rally going. Pitch is inside to Fuentes. He'll leave it alone. Two RBI double for Dawson Posey was just what the Thunder needed in the bottom of the first. That 1-0 deficit after the top of the first was the only time they've trailed here in Corpus Christi, but you got to give them a chance to bat at least. And Posey made sure he wasn't going to waste that chance today. Next pitch misses low and in. 2-1 now the count to Emmanuel Fuentes, the third baseman. Long time before the delivery from Summers finally gets what he wants and puts it in there over the outside corner. 2-2 now to Fuentes. Posey off to just a short lead at second. With one out, he doesn't want to give away anything here, no double plays or anything like that. Pitches down in the turf, the dirt-colored turf. Count goes full. Fuentes now looks for his opportunity. Summers checks the runner, back to the plate, back to the runner, back to the plate. Finally gonna pitch and deal, pitches low, ball four, and the Thunder now have two aboard. So Emmanuel Fuentes walks. Israel Fuentes will step to the plate. Israel is the pitcher today, the left-handed batter. Defense doesn't adjust. They're not holding Fuentes, so they are going to play defense on him on the right side here. First pitch from Summers is up and away, ball one. Israel Fuentes, second on the team in hitting this season, surprisingly. He's been a mainstay in the lineup. He's played a number of different positions. Right field, he's played some first base, he's pitched, he's caught. Very versatile and talented athlete. Both the Fuentes brothers are. They've got a sister in our softball program as well who does a fantastic job as just a middle schooler. Happy to have the Fuentes family in our program as Israel watches ball three go by. 3-0 here, and we'll see if he's got the green light to swing with one out and two on. Summers with a short leg kick and leaves it outside. That's a four-pitch walk to load him up. And the Spartans are going to have to talk about it. Mound conference coming from the coach. Looks like Coach Zach Taylor is going to put in a courtesy runner for his pitcher at first. Micah Moak runs over to relieve Israel Fuentes. We'll let Izzy get a drink and cool off before he has to come back out and pitch. Moak has good speed. Started yesterday in center field, made a nice saving catch there in the bottom of the first inning. Well, the mound visit's over. Spartans know what they want to do against the left-handed Dustin Hensey. Hensey, a two-sport star for the Thunder. Plays wide receiver and defensive back for the Thunder football team in the fall. Made the baseball roster this spring as he lets ball one go by. Up and away. Hensey with good speed, has one hit on the season. Got that in the San Marcos tournament. Summers with another slow delivery. Not a big leg kick this time. Just barely picked it off the ground and fired inside and low to Hensey. And Hensey looks like he is going to wait for a pitch to hit. Swinging with a wooden bat. Posey at third. Emmanuel Fuentes at second. Micah Moak is at first. That pitch is up and away. Quicker delivery this time. Swung on by Hensey and missed. Looks like that third pitch was actually called a strike, and so 2-2 now the count. Hensey's got to battle a little bit here. One down. Now Summers out of the windup is changed. Bigger leg kick this time and throws it right in the zone for strike three. Hensey goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Summers. And the right fielder, Kyler Roston, will step into the box. Roston gets a fastball to start things, takes a big, healthy swing, but missed. I can promise you the Thunder don't want to leave all those runners on base, even though they did pick up the lead as Roston takes strike 2 on the inside corner. Roston calls time, resets, he's ready to go. Takes his batting gloves. 2 down, 3 on. Thunder lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. Roston crowding the plate. Toes are on the inside of the batter's box as the pitch is outside. The wind seems to have settled down just a touch here. Flags are still flapping in the breeze, but maybe down to about 10 miles an hour now. Another beautiful pitch by Summers on the outside corner gets Roston swinging. Summers strikes out the side, but gives up 2 runs as the Thunder take the lead 2-1 after 1. We'll be right back. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV. Cowboy Plumbing Services is a family-owned and operated business. Owners Jared and Sarah Criddle live in the beautiful Comal County with their 7 kids, 2 of which work in their New Braunfels office. If you've called Cowboy Plumbing, you've probably spoken with Abby, who manages the office. Mostly you'll find them either at the baseball or the softball field when they're not busy running the business, as Jared is a Little League coach for many years and assists on the Thunder softball team. We're so happy to have the continued support of Cowboy Plumbing. Thank you for all you do for Thunder Baseball. Heading into the top of the second now, Thunder lead 2-1. The freshman Israel Fuentes pitching. Fuentes has the lead now. And will face Hudson Abel, John Mason, and Mason McCoy for the Spartans in the second. Hudson Abel will lead things off. He's the center fielder, wears number 13. That's from the right side of the plate. First pitch to Abel is a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful location there by Fuentes. Abel deep in the batter's box with his right foot in the back of the box on the line. Second pitch from Fuentes, same location, just a touch higher, misses out of the zone, 1-1. Fuentes this time with a little bit quicker delivery, but misses high. 2-1 as the wind has picked back up now. Fly balls will go to die in this heavy wind blowing in on this field that faces to the northeast here in Corpus Christi. Pitches down in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 is the count to Hudson Abel. Beautiful pitch from Fuentes. You could see that headed for the strike zone, and when it left his arm, Abel had no intention of swinging. He was looking to draw a walk, and instead the count goes full. Now out of the windup, here's the payoff pitch from Fuentes. And it's up and away, got away from him. That'll be ball 4. Abel draws the leadoff walk. That represents the tying run for the left fielder, John Mason. Mason, a right-handed batter, standing squarely in the middle of the batter's box. Abel being held at first. Beautiful pitch from Fuentes. High in the zone, but in the zone. A called strike. Just a short one-step lead now for the tall, lanky Abel at first base, and he's going on the pitch. Called strike. Throw is a little late. Lerma keeps it from going into the outfield, but Abel will swipe the base. 0-2 is the count now to Mason with a runner in scoring position. See if Fuentes has another nasty pitch here as he switches up and works out of the stretch. Two-step lead now for Abel, and time called by the batter. Thunderbolt batting gloves for Mr. John Mason. Let's hope that works against him here as he faces the Thunder. That ball's inside, down in the turf, and Abel will advance on the wild pitch. So the tying run now just 90 feet away. 1 ball and 2-strike count on John Mason. Going seems to be a bit tougher for the Thunder today, as yesterday was nothing but rainbows and unicorns. Swinging strike 3, got away from Zegers. He caught it on the first hop and throws down to first. So Mason is retired, and that brings up the catcher, Mason McCoy. McCoy also hitting from the right side. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Fuentes working a little quicker than his counterpart. Kicks and delivers outside, 1-1. Should the Thunder be fortunate today and win, they put themselves in good position for the reseeding in tomorrow's bracket play. The top 3 teams will get a first-round bye. Everybody else will come back to play here at the Legacy Sports Complex at 9 a.m. It's possible that the Thunder could win and still not finish in the top 3, as not everybody plays each other in the first 2 days and will go down to run differential. But with a 16-run victory yesterday, they're in pretty good shape to claim one of those byes if they can get by the Spartans here today. 2-1 now the count to McCoy. And they could potentially get into that championship day without having used any of their top 3 pitchers. That would really be a good position to be in for Coach Zach Taylor's Thunder as they head to the final day of the state tournament. Pitch misses low and in. 3-1 now the count. Hitters count for McCoy with 1 down and a runner at third. McCoy stands tall in the box, crowding the plate. Fuentes comes, sets, and delivers a beautiful pitch. McCoy had to do something with it, turned on it, and fouled it against the backstop. He was underneath it. And now the count is full. Thunder are without pitching coach Brandon Elke this weekend. He did not make the trip to Corpus, and so Coach Zach Taylor is calling the pitches from the dugout. Doesn't really seem to have made a big impact, as the Thunder pitchers have been pretty effective. Campbell threw an absolute gem yesterday. Payoff pitch fouled off, and we'll keep going. Now, Emmanuel Fuentes holding the runner Abel at third. Israel Fuentes, remember, is a lefty, so has his back to the runner. That pitch is up and away. He misses on the payoff pitch, and there is ball 4. McCoy heads down to first. So the batter now is Dane Reese. Reese is the first baseman. Reese also a right-handed batter. Runner on the move before Fuentes lets the ball go, and a mistake there by Reese. His runner had the base swiped. He put the bat over the plate, didn't even really swing, just made contact. The ball goes foul. The runner will return to first base. Not necessarily a mistake to swing in that spot, but you got to swing. You can't just leave the bat over the plate. You either want your runner to take the base or you want to bunt it or put it into play. This time the runner holds, and another beautiful pitch from Fuentes, swung on by Reese and found out a play behind the third base dugout. Now he's behind 0-2. Fuentes out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Abel at third. McCoy at first. Pitch is low, stopped by Zegers. Fuentes had a pitch to give away there. Not a bad spot. Not a bad pitch in that spot. 1-2 now the count. Just one down here, top of the second. Thunder clinging to a 2-1 lead at the 2024 Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship. There it is, up in the zone, strike three. Thunder going to throw the ball around the yard a little bit. They get Reese swinging for the strikeout. They let McCoy go to second. They tried to juke Abel on third, but didn't work. And so now runners are at second and third as we go back to the top of the lineup. This is the pitcher, Landon Summers. The long-haired Summers, right-handed batter. That hair flapping in this 10 to 15 mile an hour breeze blowing in. First pitch is high, and Summers lays off, ball one. Go ahead run in scoring position for the Spartans. Beautiful pitch from Fuentes in the top part of the zone, just dropped in there for a called strike. Zegers continues to watch Abel over there at third, holds him close. 2 down now, 1-1 is the count. Summers looking to help himself out on the mound here. Had a 1-0 lead when he went out in the bottom of the first. Gave that away, has a chance to pick it back up again. Pitches inside and just misses the inside corner. Beautiful pitch by Fuentes with some sideways spin on it. Runners out to a 3-step lead. Fuentes focuses on the batter. Another beautiful pitch fouled off down the left field line. 2-2 now the count to Summers. And Fuentes needs just a strike to get out of the jam here. Summers digs in. Fuentes comes set. Beautiful pitch, misses inside. Summers takes it. A gutsy take in that spot, but the count goes full. Now, first base is open, so it's not the end of the world if Fuentes walks Summers here. But then you start to get deeper into the heart of the Spartans lineup, and I know he'd just as soon get out of the jam right here. Let those runners on base go to die. Pitch is swung on by Summers. A high chopper to third base. Emmanuel Fuentes throws across the diamond, in and out of the glove of Dawson Posey. And Summers will be safe as the tying run will score. So we'll score that in E3. Well, now what's the call here? Looks like they're calling for a courtesy runner for Summers, the pitcher. That's going to be number 22, 28. 28, Dominic Jimenez is the courtesy runner. And Damian Jimenez is the batter. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that they know each other. Fastball from Fuentes is low and inside, ball one, as Jimenez goes to second. So Thunder going to take time here. Assistant coach Duncan Campbell comes out to talk about the situation, brings the whole infield in. We'll figure out what they want to do here. While we've got a little break in the action, why don't you head to the bathroom, grab a smack, and while you do that, push like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the Thunder action here on Thunder TV. Long visit here from Coach Duncan Campbell. He finally wraps it up without being prompted. Everybody heads back to their position. No changes will be made. And it's a 1-0 count now to Damian Jimenez. That's right. One pitch was thrown as the other Jimenez took second. So runners at second and third. We're tied at 2. Go ahead run for the Spartans at third. 2 down. Top of the second. Pitches outside. 2-0. That one's in there for a called strike. Beautiful pitch from Fuentes. Another one of those you could tell when it left his arm, it was headed for the strike zone. The only question was, what was the batter going to do with it? He lets it go, and it's a called strike. 2-2, 2 outs. 2-2 our score. Top of the second. Twos are wild on the scoreboard here in Corpus Christi. The pitch from Fuentes. Outside, ball 3, and the count goes full. Big spot here for the young freshman. Wants to get out of trouble here. Damian Jimenez, meanwhile, has other ideas. He'd like to put his team back in front. A single would likely score 2 with 2 outs. Big lead for the runner out there at second who's not being held. So he'll definitely score if anything is fair and in bounds. That one is fouled back. Doesn't make it out of the dirt portion of the turf. So we'll do it again, 3-2. Another huge walking lead for Dominic Jimenez out there at second, about 5 steps. Thunder going to let him go. Pitches over the plate, down the third base line. Low hop by Fuentes, fires across the diamond. This time, Posey picks it up on the long hop and saves the run from coming in. That'll do it for the Spartans in the second. They score the tying run. We are tied at 2. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV. Behind Matenga's Pizzeria are 2 engineers who quit their jobs in pursuit of the American dream. Matt and Enga's passion for hospitality and good Italian food led them to buy a failing pizzeria in 2014 with 0 prior restaurant experience. Now Matenga's is a household hit with locations in San Antonio shirts and New Braunfels, we'd like to thank Matanga's Pizza for their unending support of Thunder Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the second, tied up at 2. Thunder had a 2-1 lead, but the Spartans able to push the tying run across in the top half of the inning. Thunder will go back to work and try to regain that lead. It'll be Declan Campbell, Paxton Lerma, and Isaac Zegers to come to the plate in the second. Here's the freshman, Declan Campbell, playing center field today. Was the winning pitcher in yesterday's contest. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Campbell had a pretty solid day at the plate as well. He was 2 for 2, scored 2 runs, had a single and a double. Pitch misses low. A little more volume now emanating from that third base dugout of the Thunder. Summers misses wide outside with that one. 3-0 the count. Summers has kind of that three-quarter arm delivery, and just like Fuentes, you can kind of tell when the ball leaves his hand if he's going to hit the strike zone or not. That one, no chance, and Campbell draws a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. So back at the top of the order, the second baseman, Paxton Lerma, awaits the sign from the dugout, now digs in from the left-handed batter box. Campbell's got good speed, a 3-step lead at first. Pitch is high and out of the zone, ball 1. Still unending chatter coming out of that third base dugout. Thunder fired up and want to regain the lead here in the bottom of the second of this timed match here at the homeschool state baseball championship. Games are on a 2-hour time limit to keep the tournament on pace. We only played 3 innings in yesterday's game, but had some long innings. Doing a bit better here today. We are 55 minutes old as the pitch is a called strike. Campbell is on the way. Throw was late. Campbell did not slide, but he is safe. Don't know if he didn't think the throw was coming. I don't know why he didn't slide out there, but he just coasted in standing up. Maybe didn't think the throw was in time. And he wasn't wrong, but it was a little closer than I think he realized it would be. So 2-1 to Lerma. Campbell represents the go-ahead run out at second base. Lerma was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, came around to score the first run of the game. Campbell continues to stretch his lead now. Tries to distract the pitcher a little bit, and maybe did so as that pitch is outside to Lerma. Outside with different meaning to the left-handed batter, but off to our left, your left on the camera. Here's the 3-1 from Summers. Checks the runner. Before he pitches, decides to turn, and Campbell's all over it. Sees the move, back into second, standing up. The shortstop now glides behind him as they try to hold the freshman close at second. Summers checks the runner now. He's going to pitch right down the pipe, and Lerma gets good contact on it. It goes straight into the Thunder dugout, and immediately Coach Zach Taylor asked for time. That was a line shot, and it hit somebody. We're going to have a little break in the action. Somebody in the Thunder dugout took that line drive, and they are hurt. We're going to see if we can get a report on what happened, but we've got a little break in the action right now. Take this opportunity to drop a comment in the chat below for Tommy Krewald. Wish him well after he was hit hard by that line drive foul ball. So looks like we've reset things here. Home plate umpire explaining to the players why he's been moving the on-deck batter to the circle behind the active batter. For left-handed batters, he's moved the on-deck batter over to the other dugout, and that's exactly why. He proved his point. Doesn't want anyone getting hurt. So now we're back in action. Summers checks the runner, and on the full count pitch, Lerma draws the walk. Pitch is up and away. So he'll go to first, two aboard now for the Thunder. And we have time on the field again. This time called by the Spartans, as they'll have another mound visit and talk to Landon Summers about how to handle this situation with two aboard. Nope, looks like they've already made up their mind. Summers is done for the day. He is going to be replaced by number 77, Luke McClure. We'll take a quick break while McClure warms up. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV. Thank you for that. That's exactly what I needed you to do. Stop it. Luke McClure is the new pitcher for the DasCHE Spartans. Landon Summers goes 1 inning plus, gives up 2 hits, walks 3, strikes out 2, has given up 2 runs, and he is responsible for both of the runners aboard. The first batter that McClure will face is Isaac Zegers. Zegers singled in his first at-bat, then stole second and came around to score on Posey's RBI double. Right-handed hitting Zegers, a freshman, has played most games this season behind the dish. He has done some pitching and can pitch. He'll be available for the Thunder to pitch later in this tournament. But behind the plate has kind of been his home, and most of the Thunder pitching staff feels pretty comfortable with him back there. McClure's pitch is high, misses high, ball 2. McClure on the mound, McCoy behind the dish. Mac Daddy of a battery for the Spartans. That pitch is going to hit him. Zegers turned his back on it, then takes the hit by pitch. He will advance to first, and that loads them up for Pace Taylor. They're checking on Zegers. The plunked ball was loud enough that I could even hear it through my headphones, but he just shook it off and trotted right down to first, eager to be a part of the game. All right, here's Big Bad Pace Taylor. Struck out in his first at-bat. This time he's got the bases full as that pitch goes only about 55 feet before it bounces into the backstop. Runners hold. 1-0 the count to Taylor. Campbell's the runner at third. Lerma at second. Zegers at first. Thunder tied 2-2 in the bottom of the second here at the Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship. Second offering from McClure is low. McClure now from the stretch. Throws it right down the middle. Fouled off by Taylor. Wind has died down just a bit here, too, for Taylor's at-bat. Pitch bends low and away from Taylor, and he lets it go. Ball 3. Hitters count for the shortstop, Pace Taylor. But the ball is an RBI and a free point, so we'll see what he chooses to do here. McClure takes a big breath and comes set. Kicks and fires. Nice pitch, but just misses on the outside corner. And that's another free point for the Thunder as Declan Campbell puts the Thunder back on top. Still loaded up here for Dawson Posey. Posey drove in 2 with an RBI double in the bottom of the first, rather. Swings on the first pitch here. Foul down the first base side. 3-2 our score here. Thunder regain the lead in the bottom of the second. Nobody out. 0-1 is the count to Dawson Posey with the bases loaded. Pitch breaks towards the outside. Posey lets it go. 1-1. Lerma at third, Zegers at second, and Taylor at first for Dawson Posey. Posey already has driven in 2 of the Thunder's 3 runs. See what he can do here. A nice pitch, and Posey likes it. He's just a little late and fouls it down the first base line. Second time he's done that. Now McCoy calls time to go out and talk with his pitcher, figure out how they want to handle this 1-2 situation with Posey. One, two, nobody out. McClure set. And pitches to Posey. It's down to the dirt. Bounces off the plate as Posey lets it go. 2-2 now. Even his strikes have looked good. Posey is up there to hit. He wants to hit. He wants a pitch to hit. McClure now set. Posey waves the bat and reaches at the pitch outside for strike 3. First strikeout for McClure. First out of the inning for the Thunder. Now Emmanuel Fuentes will have a chance with the bases loaded. Pitch is low. Nice stop by McCoy. I think he took it off the chest, and the umpire gave him a little break. Let him shake it off there. Pitch is low, though. Ball 1. You got to appreciate an umpire that works with his battery back there, and he makes sure that McCoy is good to go before calling for play to continue. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1 now to Emmanuel Fuentes. Fuentes hitting just .250 on the season in 5 games. He missed a long stretch there after maybe the second game with a foot injury. Now looking to get back in the swing of things and turns on that pitch, fouled back against the backstop. 1-2. McClure ahead in the count here. 1 down, and the bases are loaded for Emmanuel Fuentes. As that sun starts to set over my left shoulder here. And that just means it's going to be shining right in the face of the fielders and the pitchers. McClure misses with that pitch, 2-2. The long shadow of our canopy is now going to start to creep over the plate, and we may need to do something about that as we're a little later in the day here. That pitch slowing away for a ball. Count goes full to Fuentes. Here's the payoff. This is low and away. That's ball 4. And that will score another run for the Thunder. Easy RBI for Emmanuel. Second walk of the day for him. Taylor moves to second, Ziggers to third, and Lerma comes in to put the Thunder up 4-2. Spartans now going to take a break, and that looks like that'll probably do it for McClure. Skip takes the ball. McClure walks back into the field, and we will have a pitching change. Second pitching change of the second inning here for the Spartans. Both of those runs get credited to Summers, and he is on the hook for the loss at the moment. Pitching for the Spartans now, number 36, Josh Fair. And we'll take a quick break while he warms up. Stick with us. We'll be back with action from Corpus Christi, Texas, right here on Thunder TV. He didn't give up a single hit. Walked 2, struck out 1, hit a batter. That shade going over the plate will mess with batteries a little bit. I mean, it's part of the game. No, it's not. Not anymore. Josh Fair, the new pitcher for the DasCHE Spartans, third pitcher of the afternoon, and he will face Israel Fuentes to start things off. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Thunder lead 4-2, and the bases are loaded. All those runners are the responsibility of McClure, who goes a third of an inning, walks 2, strikes out 1. First pitch to Fuentes is a fastball inside, taken for a ball. Fuentes, the lefty, has a chance to help himself out here as the Thunder starting pitcher. Second pitch from the righty Fair, misses low and inside again. 2-0 now the count. Left-handed Israel Fuentes facing a 2-0 count. Ziggers at third, Taylor at second, Emmanuel Fuentes at first. Pitch is up and away. 3 balls, no strikes, and Fair in danger of walking a run home on 4 pitches. Baseball is the only place I think you can walk a run home. But he's done it. 4 pitches. Israel Fuentes takes the free pass, and Zegers will come in to score, putting the Thunder up by 3. So base is still loaded. Micah Moak comes in to run for Izzy over at first, another courtesy runner. There's the speedy Moak. And the batter is the left-handed Dustin Hensey. Which is high, ball 1. There's the first strike from Fair. It took him 6 pitches, but he finally got it in there. Working out of the windup now. And seeing some better results. That pitch was bending away from the batter. Hensey was going to be a strike. He had to swing and fouled it toward the dugout. 1-2 now to count. Here's the pitch from Fair, high in the zone and swung on by Hensey. Swung on missed, and he will go down on strikes for the second out. That brings up Kyler Roston. Base is still loaded, now 2 down. Roston, the 9th batter of the inning for the Thunder. Roston lets ball 1 sail by. Gets the signs from Coach Zach Taylor down at third base. He steps back into the box. Shows bunt. Takes the pitch. Up and away for a ball. Don't know why he bunt with 2 outs there. Maybe he missed a sign. Maybe he's just trying to throw him off. The good news coming out of the Thunder dugout is that Tommy Krewald is completely fine. Took the line shot off of the right upper arm. And he's completely okay. Tough kid, that Tommy Krewald. A 2-sport athlete for the Thunder, football and baseball player, as Roston fouls off the next pitch. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded. Thunder leading 5-2. Kyler Roston gets the pitch way outside. Ball 3. And Fair really struggling with command. Just 1 strike in 2 batters' face. This will be his 10th pitch. And that one is good for a strike. It's on the outside corner. Roston pulled the trigger. No, I wasn't quite right. 3 batters' face there. He struck out Hensey. He got a few more strikes than that. Roston still has life here. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Looks like it's a wild pitch, but everybody's just going to coast on as ball 4 is issued to Roston. Another run scores for the Thunder. That'll bring up Declan Campbell for the second time in the inning. Campbell walked to lead things off and came around to score. First pitch misses for a ball. Thunder have pushed 4 across in the second so far. We are 1 hour and 17 minutes old in a 2-hour timed game as the pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by McCoy. I know the home plate umpire's thinking the same thing. That saved him from eating one off the face mask. 2-0 to Campbell. And Spartan's going to have to find some strikes here if they're going to climb back into this one. There's a strike. Beautiful pitch by Fear. Looked like a slider. It was breaking back in toward Campbell. And another quick pitch this time. Tries to go back to it, but this time doesn't have the same break and misses low. 3-1 to Campbell. And you got to imagine he's got the take sign here until Fear can throw some strikes. That's a strike. Every time he needs it, Fear comes up with one, and that was a beautiful pitch. Just high in the zone within the zone. Taken chest high by Campbell. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Campbell will swing on the payoff pitch. It is fouled toward the first base dugout and out of play. So we'll reset and do it again. Quick pitch from Fear is in the zone. Campbell swings, hits to the shortstop, who charges in on it, throws across the diamond and throws it away. Can't be pulled in by Reese at first base. Campbell will be safe on the error, and a run will score. Every runner advances 90 feet, so the bases are still loaded for Paxton Lerma.
Got him behind you. Let's go, man. Go right down the first base line. Let's go.
Pitch down in the dirt and back to the backstop. Ball 1. Lerma tells the runner to hold. So all 3 runs for McClure have now come in. You can close the book on him. 3 runs in a third of an inning pitched. Lerma swings and hits it to the second baseman, who quick fires across for the third out. But not before the Thunder push 5 across in the bottom of the second. 7-2 is our score on the Kid Roofing scoreboard. We'll be right back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV.
Six.
7-2.
Substitution. 27 for 10.
We are headed to the top of the third here in Corpus Christi, Texas. 7-2, your Thunder lead the DasCHE Spartans in round 2 of the Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championships. They will try to hold this lead for 7 innings or 2 hours, whichever comes first. But not until the Spartans have something to say about it. Leading things off for DasCHE in the top of the third is the shortstop, Charlie Lube, the left-handed hitter. Tall left-handed turns and bunts down the third base line, charged by Emmanuel Fuentes, and he just eats it. No play. A beautiful bunt single by Charlie Lube to start off the inning. First pitch, too.
That's all right. Roll up, 2. Let's go. Roll it up.
Couple of defensive substitutions for the Thunder as we go to the third. Now, out in left field is Logan Cisak, and in right field, Gavin Seeley. They'll replace Dustin Henze and Kyler Roston, respectively, as Cameron Mellarney digs in. Mellarney with one of the 2 hits that Fuentes has given up today. Fuentes facing the runner, checks the runner. Now Deals the pitch. It's low for a ball. Zegers throws down to second, but not in time. Stolen base now for Lube. And a 1-0 count to Melanie. A little surprising that this DasCHE Spartans team didn't have a little more firepower. We weren't sure what to expect from them, as we don't see a lot of the DFW teams week in and week out. But DasCHE is a pretty powerhouse in the homeschool world in Texas. They just have a lot of kids to draw from in their area, and typically good at just about every sport. This is the first time I've seen their baseball team, and certainly the Thunder like the situation that they've got so far. Delayed steal now. Lube goes to third on the lazy throwback from the catcher Zegers. Heads up base running by the Spartan shortstop. 2-1 is the count now with a runner at third. Fuentes takes his time and deals a beautiful driven to center field. Campbell drifting back, twisted around, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He never really had a good beat on that. It's a clear stand-up double for Melanie, his second hit of the game, and drives in the run. So 7-3 now our score. And a runner at second for Luke McClure. Pitcher on pitcher battle. Fuentes fires, and it's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. McClure actually, I think, moved over to second base after he swapped out his pitcher. Stands tall in the box. Here's the delivery from Fuentes. Big, healthy cut from McClure comes up empty. Second strike. Melanie is the runner at second and stays pretty tight to the bag. Doesn't look like he's got quite the same base running acumen that Lube had. Next pitch way outside, ball two. Another beautiful pitch from Fuentes. Swung on and missed. Gets away from Zegers, but he tracks it down and makes the long throw down to first in time. Nice play by the catcher, Isaac Zegers, to preserve the out and hold the runner at second. Third strikeout for Fuentes. And the batter is Hudson Abel. Abel walked in the second and scored. Swings at a high offering there. Well out of the zone for strike one. Fuentes doing a fantastic job out there on the mound. It's only the 15th batter he's faced. He's given up just 2 hits and 2 runs. 3 runs now. Well, and 2 more hits this inning, too. So total of 4. I know the Thunder would be thrilled to be able to get through this game with another complete game effort from the pitching staff. They got a complete game from Declan Campbell yesterday. If Israel Fuentes could turn one in today, that would leave 5 pitchers with their full complement of pitching innings available as we head into the final day of the tournament. Thunder could play as many as 4 games tomorrow, just depending on where they land in the seeding. Should they draw one of the first round games, it would take 4 victories to win the state championship. they're able to get that first round bye, they could do it with 3. And I know that the pitching staff would certainly appreciate the rest. Big swing by Abel, and Zegers is all over it. Not going to get away from him this time. Abel goes down on strikes for the second out. Sun is poked behind a cloud now as the temperatures drop just a touch for John Mason, the batter. Mason, another tall righty. Big swing at that pitch from Fuentes. Fuentes really in the groove here in this inning. Gave up a couple of hits to start the inning, but he struck out McClure and Abel back to back. Checks the runner from the stretch. Kicks and fires, and another swing and a miss by Mason. 0-2 now, 2 down. And Thunder with a chance to really maybe put this game on ice if they can get Mason out here. Hold on to that 4-run lead and come up to bat in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch is up and away. Runners going. Fired down to third by Zegers. Head first slide into third is in time. Pitch was a ball. Nice stolen base there by Camden Melanie. And a little late in the game with 2 down and a 1-2 count. I guess that remains to be seen. That run could still get pushed across. Some welcome cloud cover now, and a break in the temperature just misses up out of the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the third here at the Homeschool State Baseball Championships. Thunder with a 7-3 lead in round 2. That pitch right over the plate and driven into left field. What a one-handed snag by Logan Cisak to keep that thing from getting dangerous. He just kind of sauntered off to his right, stuck out a glove, and made the play, and that'll do it for the Spartans in the third. 7-3 our score. We'll be back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV. Thunder Families, coming up on June 7th is the Thunder's annual Sand Volleyball Fundraiser Tournament, the 3rd annual Thunder in the Dark. This event attracts friends, families, and competitive players from across the area, and it's a big favorite among the Thunder community. We'll have food, music, prizes, a sand sculpting contest, and of course, lots of volleyball. Spectators are free, but players must register. The link is in the description. Please come out and join us for an exciting night of family fun and help support the Thunder Volleyball program. Bottom of the third here at the Legacy Sports Complex in Corpus Christi, Texas. Your Thunder lead the DasCHE Spartans 7-3. We will play 7 innings or 2 hours, whichever happens first, and we have been going for an hour and 32 minutes. So the order of the day for the Thunder is to take as long as they possibly can in this half inning. Runs would be nice, but they're not nearly as necessary. They should be taking a lot of pitches, stepping out of the box with frequency, and pushing this thing over the 2-hour mark so they can coast into Saturday's bracket play with a 2-0 record. I share that with you, but I'm sure it's not news to coaches Duncan Campbell and Zach Taylor. They'll know what to do in this situation. It'll be Zegers, Taylor, and Posey for the Thunder in the third. Isaac Zegers is 1 for 1 today. Singled in the first, got hit by a pitch in the second. He scored twice. Takes ball 1 high. He's also done a pretty remarkable job behind the plate, helping lead his young pitcher out on the mound. There he takes a big cut. Seegers takes time now, steps back in. Quick pitch coming from Fear inside, and for the second time, Seegers is hitting the back. This time a little angry about it, but certainly doesn't seem hurt. I don't think he's angry at the pitcher. I think he's angry because he wanted to hit the ball, to be honest. So second consecutive hit by pitch for Seegers as he goes to first, and Pace Taylor steps in. Taylor comes into today's game hitting a lofty 583. Seegers goes on the first pitch, and they're going to get him. Pitch is a called strike, and a nice throw down to second from the catcher, Mason McCoy, to record the first out. So base runner gone for Taylor as he takes ball one inside. It's the first time he's been up to bat with the bases empty all day. Taylor watches ball two go by outside. I got to say, our home plate umpire is calling a very consistent game. That one right in the strike zone, and Taylor knew it, had to swing on it, and fouls it out of play over the first base dugout. 2-2 the count, one down, 7-3 our score. Thunder have the lead in the bottom of the third. Two-two. Fear out of the windup. Pitches over Taylor's head. He lets it go into the backstop, and thankful for the netting that saved my camera on that one. Count goes full to Taylor. Still standing in close to the plate. Quick pitch now from Fear. Over the plate. Taylor knows it and fouls it off. Nice little battle going on here between pitcher and batter. Taylor wastes no time, doesn't leave the box, turns and faces the pitcher. Pitcher wastes no time. In the delivery, fires it right in the zone, and Taylor misses on this one for strike three. A beautiful fastball there from the pitcher, Josh Fear, to get the second out. Second strikeout for Fear, and he'll have to face Dawson Posey to get out of the inning. Posey swings on the first pitch, fouled out of play. Posey 1 for 2 today, hit a double in the first to drive in the first 2 runs of the game, then struck out in the second. Back to the plate in the third here. Nobody aboard, 2 down. Posey behind 0-1, but Thunder ahead 7-3. That pitch over at his head. Posey just calmly ducks out of the way. Nothing ugly there, just a little loss of control. Third pitch now coming from Fear. That one he misses outside, so first inside, then outside. He'll try to make an adjustment and put this one right in the zone. 2-1 the count. Fear working a lot quicker than the other pitchers on his team. That one was right in the heart of the plate, and Posey turned on it, just ripped it foul way down the third base line. Not quite to the fence, but a hard shot by Dawson Posey. He's a little bit quicker on that one, and that's a line drive extra base hit. Still 2-2 and 2 down for Dawson Posey. There's the pitch over his head. He's going to let it go. 3-2, and again, that pitch coming close to our camera. No wire fence backstop here, just soft netting around the backstop to both sides on the dugouts, and there Posey hits the pitch to the shortstop, but cannot beat the throw to first. A nice play by Lube to retire the Thunder 1-2-3 in the third. 7-3 our score. We'll be back. You're watching Thunder Baseball on Thunder TV. Yes, Tommy okay?
Yeah, he's okay. You really didn't want anybody to check.
Yeah, of course not.
I offered to bring him ice, and he said no, his dad was already bringing it.
That was supposed to be a long inning, Coach. That was a short one. Okay. 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 And right. Okay. Got it. So Dawson Posey makes the last out of the inning and then trades his bat for his pitching glove as he will take over on the mound for Israel Fuentes and try to put this game away for the Thunder. Great job by the freshman Fuentes. Pitches 3 innings, gives up 3 runs, 4 hits, and stands in position to pick up the victory here in game number 2 at the Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship. In the meantime, the freshman Posey, a strong right-hander, comes on in relief. Looks like Emmanuel Fuentes has moved over to replace Posey at first. Gavin Seeley has moved from right field to third to take over for Fuentes. And Micah Moak has checked into the game for Israel Fuentes, and he is playing right field. So crafty little shifting there by Coach Zach Taylor, and we'll see if it can produce some dividends here in the top of the fourth as the Spartans will get things started with the catcher, Mason McCoy. McCoy drew a walk in his first time up. Next pitch high, ball 2.
Settle in. Got it.
3 balls, no strikes to Mason McCoy from the new pitcher, Dawson Posey. Now works quickly and just misses outside. 4 straight pitches on the walk issued to Mason McCoy. Dane Reese now steps in for the Spartans. Nobody out, 1 aboard, top of the 4th. Thunder leading by 4. Did not put much of a dent in the clock in that last half inning, so they're going to have to do it here in the 5th. Make the Spartans work for everything they might get. Nice pitch by Posey right over the plate as Reese fouls it back for a strike. Gets a called strike on the second offering. And after walking the leadoff batter on 4 straight pitches, Posey is ahead 0-2 against Reese. Slowing his pace just a touch and comes to the plate. Just misses outside as the runner goes to second. Runner was moving on the pitch. We'll give him a stolen base for that. Posey now comes back to the plate again. Misses in the same spot outside, and we are 2-2. Cloud cover is really settled in. The sunglasses are off of the infielders here. It's darkened up a touch here at the Legacy Sports Complex as Reese fouls one back to stay alive. Stadium lights are not yet on. It's probably a little early for that, but we're probably within a half hour or so of seeing the lights illuminate. One more round of games after this one to complete day 2 play here at the tournament. Posey checks the runner and comes home and gets Reese swinging at a pitch up and out of the zone for strike number 3. First strikeout for Posey. Here's Landon Summers with 1 out. Summers takes a high strike on the outside corner. Summers was the starting pitcher for the Spartans in the game and has held down that leadoff spot still. He is on the hook for the decision at the moment as Posey misses low for ball 1. So far, through 2 days of the tournament, we've used just 2 fields in this 4-field complex at Legacy Sports. That pitch is low for a ball, gets away from Zegers, and a very heads-up base running play by Mason McCoy. He'll move to third. 2-1 is the count on Summers. Tomorrow, all 4 fields will be in use as there will be games all day. The first game start at 9, the last round of games at 3:30. And we will finish things up by declaring a homeschool state champion at about 5:30 tomorrow. Thunder hope to be in the mix for that, but still a lot of talent in this tournament they haven't seen yet. We know the Austin Texans are tough. We know the MISL Crusaders are tough. Pitch fouled back by Summers. Count goes full. We know the SA Wolverines are also tough. Most of those teams coming from our area. These kids know each other from the homeschool community and whatnot. Another pitch fouled back as Summers continues to battle against Dawson Posey. 3-2, Posey trying not to let him off the hook. 1 down and 1 aboard here in the top of the 4th. Thunder lead by 4, 7-3 in this round 2 game at the Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship. Pitch from Posey is a beauty. Swing on, hit to the shortstop. Taylor has it, fires across the diamond, and gets the out. However, McCoy comes in to score from third to push another run across. So 7-4 is now the score, and the bases are empty for Damian Jimenez. No, this is going to be Josh Fear, the pitcher, now batting in the 2-hole. Ball strike on the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to the pitcher, Fear. Posey from the windup has the pitch he wants. Throws it on the outside corner, swung on by Fear, lifted high in the air. Taylor settles under it, shuffles to his left, and makes the catch one-handed. And the Spartans go down in the 4th. 1 run scores, and the Spartans cut the lead to 3. 7-4 our score as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Oh, I guess that is it. At 5:11 for me, so I thought we were a little early there, but that's okay. The score is 7-4, final score. So it looks like they are going to call this one on time. You can see the team shaking hands, and with that last out, Dawson Posey records the save. Israel Fuentes gets the win, and the Thunder record a 7-4 victory to remain unbeaten here at the Texas Homeschool State Baseball Championship. 2-0, a 16-run win yesterday, a 3-run win today, and now they must just sit and wait to find out where they will be assigned for Saturday's bracket play. If they can claim one of the top 3 seeds, they'll get a bye in the first round. Otherwise, it'll be show up here at the ballpark at 8 a.m. ready to go in a potential 4-game marathon. We will release the pairings for you on social media, both on our Instagram channel and right here on Thunder TV. After the conclusion of today's play, we should be able to carry the games live for you as well. Until tomorrow, this has been Coach Kevin bringing you the action, telling you so long. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.